I look like I'm in bed. This is so funny. Hi guys, welcome to my couch. Oh my gosh, I have Juliet in here. And so you'll see maybe the blanket breathing. And I just didn't want to get up because we're spending a little time together and I'm having my little smoothie here. And I thought, let me just knock out this video because I wanted to do this. I said I was going to do it for somebody. So we're talking about keto and intermittent fasting. I do really like some of the principles of keto and intermittent fasting. And so I'm going to explain my 2 cents on the whole protocol. And I'll start from the beginning. You know, keto started with Dr. Atkins and the whole Atkins diet. And it was, let's all eat cheeseburgers and ribeyes and cheese and bacon and we're all going to lose weight. And, it didn't really work that way. And it still doesn't work that way today. You can't just switch from eating fruits, vegetables, and carbs to eating meat, fat, and cheese and avocado and nuts and think that you're going to lose weight. It doesn't work that way. You don't just switch the kinds of foods that you eat and you lose weight. And a lot of people I see in keto groups think that. They think that if I just eat different foods that I'm going to lose weight, and it's not the case at all. If you are doing a primarily fat-based diet, which is consuming a lot of fats for your foods, fats are very high in calories. Fats are 9 calories per gram versus protein and carbs, which are only 4. So you have to eat less than half the amount of food if you're doing keto because you're going to be eating very calorie dense foods. You understand? So if you're eating 10 grams of nuts, you can eat 20 plus grams of a protein food and you'll have the same calories. So once you go keto, your food is going to become much smaller because if you're going to be eating higher fats, you have to eat less quantities of food. Make sense? So I don't typically, I'm completely against people eating saturated fat all day. I'm completely against people eating keto-based foods, which are like processed crap with fake sugars and trans fats and disgusting shit in it. I'm completely against people eating just a ton of fat and bacon and meat. I think it's terrible for your health. There are great ways to execute a keto diet. Great ways. The first thing to do is start slowly, just like with everything else. When you go start running, you're not going to run 10 miles your first couple workouts, right? You're going to do like a quarter mile. See how you feel the next day. Take it slowly, right? Make it a process. Make it enjoyable. So I would not set up your macros to be 75% fat straight away because it's not going to be sustainable. And then within about a week, you're going to fail. And most people do. And then they're like, I can't do this. It's too hard. Like, why not just start incorporating a little more healthy fats into your diet and then see where your line is? Remember, we started talking about the line because everybody has a line where they're not willing to cross. And most people, I'll tell you, will not sustain a keto diet doing 75% fat for long haul. Most people just can't do it. Just like most people can't count macros and weigh all their food for years. Most people don't do it. The purpose of all of these types of protocols is to learn the protocols, learn what works best for you, and then have at it and run along with sustainability. That's the whole point of it, okay? So when we talk about keto, what I would suggest is experimenting, adding in certain healthy fats into your diet. And then let's just see how that goes. But the things that you want to incorporate in your diet are olives, avocado, nuts, seeds. You can do things like avocado oil, olive oil. You can do full-fat homemade dressings, which are delicious, and things like that. You want to have a lot of vegetable in your diet. You do not want to be living off of eggs, cheese, meat, and crap. So many people I see recommending this. Just go keto, drink a lot of water, drink ketones, which no, do not drink ketones. You can really do some serious damage to your body if you don't follow the keto protocol correctly. It is really not good for your kidneys if you're bombarding yourself with a bunch of nitrate infused bacon and crap like that and pepperoni and shit like that. It's really not good for you. So a good looking keto diet would be lots of leafy green vegetables, some beautiful salads loaded with avocado and some pistachios or walnuts on top, some nice olive oil based dressing, so you can have a fattier meat, like you can have steak or something like that. That's totally fine, but you don't want to have this being these big honking steaks with just some water and drinking ketones on the side. That's not how it was ever supposed to be. It's supposed to be a balance between leafy green, delicious vegetables that are low in carbs, which are zucchini, cabbage, cruciferous vegetables, Brussels sprouts, mushrooms, all really great foods that are low in carbs. You can eat a ton of those things. You have to have some nutrition. You can't live off of just fats. That's it. You can't. And whether you lose weight or not, number one, it's not healthy. You can lose weight by starving yourself too. Not healthy. And it's not sustainable. That's the biggest thing, is eventually you're going to come to a point where you're not going to do it anymore. And then you might feel like a failure, which is definitely not what we want. So I would not go as high on the fats. You can do a balance of protein and fats that's not super, super, super high on the fats. Because listen, at the end of the day, what matters most is calories, not the specific macronutrients. Just eating more fat is not going to help you lose weight. Eating less calories than you burn will help you lose weight, okay? So whether you do 80% fat, 60% fat, 50% fat, doesn't matter. So you can choose your ratios for your keto. Will you be in ketosis? Maybe not. But guess what? Most people aren't in ketosis anyway. Some people can't even get into ketosis if they're eating less than 20 grams of carbs a day. Some people just can't because their body fights them on it. Okay? So start slowly. Look at what you eat. Get it from healthy sources. And that is a great keto-based plan. That's my 2 cents. Okay, run it however you want, but that's my 2 cents. And that's what see how the blanket moves? She's so cute. Now let's talk about fasting. Fasting is awesome. Now, I say that I fast, right? Because in the morning, I have my morning protocol of lemon water, and I'm now drinking celery juice for magnesium. I'm trying out this kombucha thing. This is all for my gut health. I'm doing a lot of experimentation with that. And so, I make myself drink all of my, medicinal nutritionals in the morning before I have anything else. So I just get it going and I get on protocol. I have done intermittent fasting before. I've done it solely to stay within a calorie budget. You're going to keep hearing me talk about calories. Calories are king. They're always going to be king. Always. And so in order to stay in a calorie budget, if you get 1,500 calories a day, and you find, like me, at night, you really like to eat a lot, but in the morning, I'm not super hungry, don't eat in the morning. And then again, you'll see people are like, oh, I do the 16-8, and you can only have coffee, and you can't have creamer in your coffee, and you can only have MCT oil in your coffee and stuff. It's like, really? Like, who came up with these fucking rules? Like, who came up with all this military shit about a fast is this, and it's not a fast if you don't do this, and you can only have black coffee, and you can only have bulletproof coffee with whatever the butter in it, or what? I mean, what? It's just malarkey, okay? Again, you have to just find what works best for you, right? And so if I'm on 1,500 calories, if I eat a nice breakfast at 8 o'clock in the morning, but I also love to eat the majority of my food after 5 p.m., I'm going to overeat my calories. So it's easier for me to just fast until late morning, around now, 11 a.m., and then slowly start to eat the foods. And what I do is I prioritize my nutrition. So once I start eating, I prioritize what I know I have to get in before the end of the day. Prioritize my salads, my greens, my prepared foods, okay? And then once I've done what I'm supposed to do, then come later on in the day, I can have a little bit more freedom, okay? So the best way to run fasting is to fast when you do the worst at that time of the day. Do you eat a ton at night after 8? Fast after 8. Do you tend to, have a period like, you go to pick up the kids and then when you pick up the kids, you all hit the ice cream place or you hit Starbucks on Sunday mornings. You don't want to do them more. Fast during that window. It doesn't have to be a 16-8, a 24. It doesn't have to be like that. Find what works best for you, okay? So I hope this video helps you. I hope you're all having a great week. It has been a great week here for me. The weather is absolutely fantastic. And on Saturday, we're going on vacation down to the Keys. So I'll be doing some videos here and then probably just doing some posts there. Not too many videos next week because we're going to be having a great time with the family. So have a great day. See ya.